dashes. She was designed with that intent, and also in particular into melee AD champions. She does very, very well, in particular thanks to her W when combined with
Duskbringer.
So, yeah.
The E is the one I can never remember.
It's QWER, medics. That's all that matters, okay? Trying to avoid all conflict as much as possible.
Zlatan there's the first combo. Deo able to flash underneath the tower. He should survive this. That Ignite is not going to burn him down.
Someone that you can always depend on as the game progresses. An AD carry that often will not let you down. That's a lot of damage onto VTO.
Oh, that's just first blood.
That's, yeah, I'm sure was able to get himself the execute, so very well played there. VTO.
He's going to answer on the other side, so in all fairness, this Rift Herald, it will get Misfits perhaps one extra plate if Kobe isn't able to take down all 5 in the bottom lane, but now Deo, no flash, remember, on this Vex. Zanzara on his way as well. VTO goes in with the last breath, and there's the follow-up. And De Jure, there's no way you can get out of that one.
And we can see that Misfits...
Can you find these successful ganks? Because right now, there's no reason for Mercer to be in the bottom lane. That tower's going down. So what? Get out on the map, roam around, and Neon can just wait for the wave to catch him underneath that tier 2. And
my expectations for Neon coming into this roster was that he would be playing this weak side AD carry role. It's not something that he's unfamiliar with. He has been on a team with Broken Blade after all. But when you are in a team that has VTO and Hirit, the expectations are that you will be playing towards that strong side of the map where these players typically like to play carry champions. And with Yasuo and Aurelia, that is very much what we're seeing. So even though Misfits do have changing players, their play style still seems to be very revolved around these 2 core veteran solo laners that have become the staple for Misfits. And it seems that Mercer and Zlatan, for the time being, are fitting in nicely.
It's odd to call VTO the veteran, but he is one of the...
It was last year that he joined, right?
Yeah,
at the beginning of the year.
He's only 19 years old as well, you have to remember. Like, he's still a new player. He's probably the generation after Larson and Humanoid and that sort of set.
I mean, to us, Medic, most of these players are babies, considering we're like 10 years older than them.
So we're slowly getting to the point that for both of us where they're going to be half our age.
Yeah.
Like when they join the league, they will be like 16, 17 years old and we'll be here plodding along.
Yep, it's very, very true. We're becoming old men, Medic. We'll have to take that boomer moniker away from Quickshot.
No, we can keep, he's still the boomer.
Keep it,
We're just old millennials.
Yeah, I see.
That's how it works.
Well,
I don't think he'd let you take it away.
True, that is true. He does quite like being the boomer.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it has been a pretty low action game. Just for clarification, 2 dragons have been killed. 1 has gone over to Misfits, 1 has gone over to Astralis. It will be the Cloud Soul. We'll try to keep you updated as much as we can as the game progresses. But now you guys should be able to see the teleports on your screen along with a lot of extra information as well. First items are starting to come through across the board for pretty much everyone. Blade of the Ruin King being completed on Aurelia with 180 CS. That is a very strong laning phase coming out from Hirit. This Aurelia is going to be very scary to deal with. Very squishy, though, still at this point in the game. Can be crowd control, but Misfits trying to keep the momentum going. They took top tower. Now going to secure the mid one.
Breaking that mid tower is so important when you are looking.
And the dragon now spawning in about 15 seconds.
Nice Everfrost with the root, but look at the damage onto De Jure. Hirit, whoa, okay, that was a minion you auto-attacked a couple of times there, but he found his target in the end, gets the kill. Astralis now closing in. All 5 members of Astralis are on the top side of the map for the moment. Deo, of course, will come back and join the rest of his team. Hirit flashes away. Flawless Duet will find the sun, but the shutdown goes over to White Knight.
Yeah, I think that flash kill scoreboard as Hirit showcasing that there's not really going to be any poorly, but relative to many other things, she doesn't scale super well.
It's 2-2. Right? Zlatan gonna get engaged on him by De Jure. There's the stopwatch. Can Zlatan get out of this? He's able to dodge away with a Hextech Rocket Belt. There's the Slicing Maelstrom as well. Mercer now in for a world of hurt. Thank you, Astralis, for distracting from my Droke as they pick up 2 kills. Hirit next target here. And he doesn't have the flash. He's got hooked, and he is down. 3 quick kills over to Astralis. Now on his way here, does have the last breath, but really doesn't have any hope of stealing this one away. Zanzara will secure it. Astralis with the Baron.
And there's no way for you to come out on top. Now, of course, this only equalizes the gold, and now Misfits.
Oh, that was gorgeous! Oh, they predicted the fact he would take the Lantern. The hook connects from Mercer. And now Misfits strike back a gold lead for them. 2 Barons off Astralis, and this is going to be the mid-tier 2.
And just like that, Misfits were able to get a little bit more into their back pocket. They shut down the bot lane. They slow Kobe down. Of course, still very strong. Astralis will still be able to secure themselves another tower and keep the gold pretty much dead even.
Slicing Maelstrom on the back line here. Schlatan and Neon are forced away. Zanzara steps forward, and here comes Dejour. The slicing Maelstrom onto the back line, and already Schlatan is down. Mercer next. That's 2 to Astralis, and once again, in the blink of an eye, Dejour goes in, and Misfits go down.
Beautiful execution there from Astralis. They recognized that Misfits was being funneled into this narrow choke point, and the Vex saw
a larger stage today that he steps on, or at least he plays on, as now he's caught out in the side lane. Pops the stopwatch. Promiscue's going to try and put the lantern down. The flash onto the lantern will get him out with a shield from the personal space. Fear down as well, but Hibbett has found the back line, and Hibbett's already found one of what could be a few kills. Look at Kobe trying to get away, and look at Hibbett saying, not today, my friends. And Zara next up will be able to escape, but that's 3 kills over to Misfits. And Betty, it's a palindrome of a game. Every time one team gets 3 kills, the other team has to match it. Make it 4 for Misfits.
Spawns are starting to come through for Astralis. But this will be a pretty significant gold lead now for
Flash no slicing Maelstrom now as Astralis starts up to Baron. VTO still in a good position to flank this. Of course, White Knight has a teleport of his own. It's unleashed, so he can get to a ward. He can get anywhere he wants in this fight if his team so needs him. Astralis now back off, and Misfits might be the ones to start up the looming purple worm. Mercer on a control ward, not spotted out here. Zanzara will step forward and be met by Mercer. Zanzara now rooted up, and that's the jungler, and he might be dead before the rest of his team can even react. White Knight slicing Maelstrom said half his cooldown down. Baron secured. Schlatan secures it. Dejour now the target for all of Misfits.
Side of the map, White Knight ended up resetting, and then when they tried to come back and contest the Baron, that is where Mercer, with his fantastic positioning in the blue side jungle, was able to find a pick onto Zanzara, removing the smite, removing the...
Misfits will claim their 3rd dragon of the game as well with that cloud.
And if White Knight can get on top of him, that is going to likely be a dead AD carry. But it is scary to deal with. But the TP flank now coming in from White Knight.
There goes Dejour as well. That's the damage they were looking for onto Neon. Stopwatch popped by Dejour. He's got a lantern to get to. White Knight coming in with a slicing Maelstrom as they look to get onto the backline. Hibbett dodging away. Another kill goes over to Astralis. Schlatan dead. Flash, Spectral, more. Zanzara looking for more in this fight if he can find it. But Hibbett continues to dodge, duck, weave his way around. But the doom and the gloom that is Dejour will get the kill there. In the end, secured by Zanzara. VTO left the best of his team on a little bit of a lonesome there. Start up the Baron. Mercer once again in this flank position. TP coming in from White Knight as he looks to join this fray. 2,000 HP on the Baron already secured. Dejour's going to try and get onto the backline, but Mercer is just distracting, delaying Astralis from getting into this fight. Now can White Knight get in there? He can. Slicing Maelstrom finds one. Hibbett next up as Kobe will secure, and VTO has to flash away.
Clearing out behind them, using that sweeper to try and deny any potential flanks, but the hook comes through from Promiscue.
There's the flame chompers, and Mercer's just dead where he stands. Nothing he could really do in that situation. It's one of the metrics as well.
No.
As Misfits look for that engage. There's Kobe. Will Bloodthirster's shield be enough? He gets ignited and he ticks down. The shield was not enough to keep Kobe alive. Misfits found the engage. And I found a few times myself surprised by how quickly Misfits were able to find these kills.
They've constantly been looking for these picks, and it is these picks that enable them to come out on top against Astralis. They're able to find a crucial one onto Kobe, but now Astralis answer back.
Great cleanse from Neon into the flash. He gets away from the Slicing Maelstrom, still stunned up, but White Knight is the only one to fall as the Slicing Maelstrom does not enough for Astralis. Misfits will wipe Astralis, apart from Zanzara, who's able to escape, but this is the Nexus, and this is Misfits claiming their first win in the LEC Spring 2022.
And just like that, the game ends. No Baron, no Dragon Soul, just a single pick onto Kobe.